Okay. All right, we just got done with avoiding low back pain and CrossFit here. We're with OG CrossFitter Dave Ulmer, one of the owners of CrossFit IPA here in Clintonville. We're in that weird
Worthington, technically.
Worthington area, just off of 71 and 161. And what we wanted to do is go over a modified plank. A lot of times, you can just stay in the way there, buddy? Oh. A lot of times when you do a normal plank, let's just have you kind of come up into a plank. If we do a normal plank and he drops down, try to arch a little bit, Church. You see people will get into this position where it's rounded over, and that's a lot of times the hip flexors are really tight, and it pulls the pelvis into this position. So now when you're sitting here, you're actually just using spinal extensors and hip flexors. Go ahead, relax. And what we want to do when you're doing a plank is you want to be training yourself how to hold like neutral spine with pressure in the belly. Some people, they just don't physically have the actual hip flexor mobility to achieve that all-out straight plank position without getting pulled into that extension position. So what we're going to do is we're going to show a modified version of this so you can actually be on your hands. He's going to be kind of more like a quadruped position. And now what we can do here is we want him to be able to, we're not going to do the rounded over one. So we want to be able to keep the back straight, and he can actually kind of expand. Don't round, sorry. He can actually keep the spine neutral here. Actually, if you can come on a little bit. So with this, you can see he's maintaining a neutral spine, and when he breathes in, it expands in all directions. That's pressurizing the belly, and that's activating the abdominal wall, the spinal extensors, and everything to keep his lumbar spine in a really, really good and safe position. So from here, he can actually just activate, so go ahead and breathe in, and then he can use his feet and push his knees up off the ground, but now he's gonna maintain that nice neutral position. So he can just hold here, and if he needed to, he can actually lift his hips up even more. Good, he's still keeping a neutral spine, and now he can just breathe in and breathe out. So this is like a modified plank where you're able to actually maintain a nice neutral straight spine. Going back down. When you do the other plank where you've got the legs all the way out, that oftentimes kind of dumps you into that extension position that we don't like. So, you know, this is a really, really good exercise that you can do if you do CrossFit. It's a good exercise if you don't do CrossFit. What would you, any advice or programming maybe? Like how would you maybe put that into a workout or after a workout?
I would probably put it in after a workout. A lot of times people after workouts want to do a little bit extra core activity, and that's you know, a safe one to do. It's, you know, isometric, and it's putting you in a good position as opposed to kind of that extended plank position that we normally see a lot.
Yeah, and you could do that. You could literally just, when you get done, you could do it as a Tabata, which for the non-CrossFit community, that's going to be 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. You could do that maybe 8 or 10 times. Do that after the workout, kind of activate everything. You can do it before the workout for shorter intervals to turn the core on, so to speak. So that's a nice modification. The group that I teach for, Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization, or DNS, they would refer to that as a bear position, and that is kind of my preferred plank position. So give that a try. Give CrossFit IPA a try. Come on in. So we'll see you next Monday.